Welcome to Married to Movies. John Russell and Tracy Kring have spent over 20 years in cinematrimony, making films and navigating marriage. They produce, write, and critique films, all while happily sharing life and business.
Good morning, babe.
Good morning, babe. How you doing?
I'm really annoyed. I hate this sweater. I didn't wear it for anything. I'm wearing it for the show. Then I'll send it back to Amazon.
You just want to demonstrate the problems you have with this sweater right now.
The armholes are like not matching. One is a different shape than the other.
Yeah.
And then
well, you can see kind of the way that
it doesn't
on the edge it kind of crinkles up on the pink
up.
side.
Yeah. But also like I mean, I can make it to match.
Right.
But when you're just wearing it normally, they actually don't match anywhere close to each other.
Yeah.
And it's short. It's unreasonably short.
I mean,
I like the color. I like the pattern, but
yeah.
it's going home to Amazon.
Yeah. I was mad that I had to go humiliate myself by walking into an Ace Hardware and asking them for pies. That's what I was mad about. I was mad that an old man who seemed like, you know, he was like the first character in a horror movie that was going to tell you, don't go up there by the Gromley house. Many have gone, but no one's come back. And he was like there sweeping. And I was like, so I hear you have pies. And he looked at me like I was out of my fucking mind.
In my mind, all around Ace Hardware, there's just like men.
Yes.
There's like a man reading about the flashlight he might buy, and there's a man looking at saw blades, and there's another man, like all these men are like looking at things.
And here I am,
all of them
and
hear
I just
this.
prance in. Hi, have you got any pies?
And they all go
like they're like flowers falling around my head as I come in. This is all TikTok's fault.
Because it's all over TikTok where you can buy the pies at Ace Hardware. And as we played them, I realized a little bit more information was that it's only in this one area of California.
In California.
Well, one
and
area.
And probably just one Ace Hardware.
It's like a North or South California. It's not. Did he literally say this is an Ace Hardware? Did he really say that?
Yes, it's like, this is an Ace Hardware. We don't have pies.
This is an Ace Hardware.
I was like, I saw online you had pies. We don't have pies.
We watched two movies that were somewhat similar.
Yeah, they were kind of dealing with the same issue.
So If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Right, with Rose Byrne.
And eventually Christian Slater was in it.
Eventually. He was just a voice for a really long time.
Yeah.
And I thought that's all he was ever going to be. Christian Slater was
just annoying.
A horrible, horrible husband.
Well, I think the writing was such that it really was things that you've heard your husband say. Like it was a run of the list of things you've heard come out of his stupid inane mouth.
He apparently worked in the Navy and was gone. Well, anyway, Rose Byrne is losing her mind in this movie.
Okay, so she has a kid who's sick and we don't really understand why the child won't eat.
That is the crux of this.
But we never see the child.
Until the very, very last shot of the movie. We just hear this kid's really, really annoying, incredibly annoying voice. Kind of the Babadook kind of annoying.
That she didn't murder her child was shocking. And a tremendous amount of self-control.
The movie really hit home for me because when my brother was hit and run by a car, there was about a couple of year period there. Maybe it was like 4 years where we were taking care of him. And that was a horror show. And the fact that this little girl would not eat, food is squishy.
Well,
they had to have her on a feeding tube.
She's either like doesn't want to eat for some reason, or she has a condition. The child couldn't be more annoying. And the mother is working. The mother is a therapist who needs therapy.
You don't really have a lot of sympathy for this child.
I freaking hate that kid. One of the things I noticed, this woman had no friends. She
Right.
had no help. I mean, like,
No support.
if she had had them at some point, she had lost them through this process. Like, nobody was around to talk to.
I kind of felt like the movie almost played like a nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
Because it reminded me a little bit of the Joaquin Phoenix Beau is Afraid,
Yeah.
where everything and everybody was kind of so turned up and heightened that they could be monsters.
Conan O'Brien was her therapist, who was another therapist who
Oh,
worked at her job.
He did a great job.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. I had seen
He
him on
nailed it.
Stephen Colbert talking about the role.
Yeah.
And I think he did do a good job.
Mhm.
And that, I think people who are funny do drama great.
I agree.
Because
And
you
it-
have to be dark to
Oh.
tell a joke sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. There was a movie called Come On, Come On with Joaquin Phoenix,
Right?
which I had not ever seen. This is my favorite Joaquin. Sometimes
He was
Joaquin
really
plays.
great.
He was so
I will say,
warm.
so he's a dude who like goes around and records kids talking.
It's like a
Kinda like a
documentary or
NPR kind
Yeah.
of vibe.
very much that. Yeah.
I would never listen to that show. I know it. I know
Wait,
it's
you're reviewing the show within the movie?
in these instances where kids are great inconveniences. I'm sure it would make you grow as a person if you had to deal with it, but I don't want to.
Well, in this movie, his sister has to go off and help her mentally.
Another situation
Another
where
mentally,
a woman has
falling
to go
apart.
take care of it as
Right.
if the man has no family. This is another situation in which they really don't have a lot of support. Like it's her ex-husband. It's not even her husband anymore.
That's true. Her ex-husband is falling apart mentally. He apparently is bipolar.
And she feels responsible because it's her baby daddy.
It's her baby daddy, and she wants to, do it for her kid so that he has a father.
Drops her whole
Drops
life.
her whole life, goes and does this, and Joaquin Phoenix, her brother, takes on her son.
Well, it's a pretty dumb situation that he says this. She's like, "Oh, I gotta go take care of this jerk who's going nuts and probably suicidal." And he's like, "Oh, who's gonna take care of your kid?" Don't ask that question. Don't ever ask that question.
I think he wanted to. I think he really wanted that uncle relationship.
Well, I
And
enjoy
This really touched me. Because an uncle, relationship, being an uncle to a nephew or a niece is a lovely, lovely, lovely thing, because you have a lot of you can have a lot of influence if they want you to. You can be the person to introduce them to the movies and the music.
Initially, he's just watching him at his house. They're kind of having a good time, and it's been a while since he's seen this kid, so
Right.
He's kind of getting to know
Getting
him.
to know
Kids
him,
change
and
so fast.
It is. And he's a great kid. He's a complicated kid. He's right at that age where he is morphing into
He's smart and
a really
precocious.
interesting person. What was so great about the film? The film made me cry. It was an absolute just
Well, he
warm, beautiful.
He ends up like having to take the kid with him to
Yeah.
New York.
Take him to New York, takes him to New Orleans, and teaches him how to record sound.
Come on.
Yeah.
Was like what a mom is dealing with and going through with support.
With support, with someone who understands, with someone who respects, because they would have these great conversations, these brother-sister conversations, and he would be like, "I don't know how you do it," and he got really mad at me today, and I lost him.
And she would be like, "Yeah,
that's what happened. It sucks. Sometimes I hate him sometimes.
If I had legs, I would kick you." She has no support. There's
None.
no one else around. And she ends up being responsible for everything.
And it feels like everyone and everything is just judging her. Come On was very, very grounded. And it was beautiful. It was directed by Mike Mills, who does films like Thumbsucker and 20th Century Woman, and really, really beautiful filmmaker. Also, he does the videos for the band Air, who I love. I
Oh.
love to listen to the music of Air.
I fell asleep watching The Pit last night.
I told you to not watch The Pit because I
Okay.
was going to fall asleep. I believe I fell asleep before they were finished with the last week on The Pit. I was already asleep.
They haven't really done anything new.
No.
Like, nothing new is happening.
But I think that's the
there's
point.
new characters.
Yeah, but that's the point.
But the one character, he's like this new student doctor, and he's like getting pooped on, and he's like the other guy was last season, where he's like changing his clothes all the time.
They also have this new
to
character
constantly.
who is going to be supposedly taking over for Noah Wiley's character.
Which is like, is he leaving? And we know he's leaving after this season, and that's why she's taking over? Because Noah Wiley is the show. He
keeps talking about tomorrow I'm going to be going on my motorcycle trip. And I can guarantee you that ain't happening.
The end of season 2 is him driving away on his motorcycle.
No, I think the end of season 2 is him not getting to drive away on his motorcycle.
This is what I want to happen. He drives away on his motorcycle.
Crashes.
No, he crashes and then is brought back into the ER in the top of the 3rd season.
Oh, okay. Well, that's possible.
And they're like, "What the fuck, Dr. Robbie?"
We started watching Star Trek Academy.
That show treads really annoying territory for me.
It's very, very like teeny.
The CW.
CW. Yes. It's Star Trek CW is what it is. As long as they still stick with the Star Trek, the big ideas, it works.
Well, I think they're mixing both. I think it's like their attempt to give it some youth.
Like, we really enjoyed Strange Worlds, that series of Star Trek, and then the second season of Strange Worlds came out.
I just don't
it just tipped over into something that we stopped watching.
It's like AI started writing it. It was like, and now let's do a musical episode where everybody's stuck in a musical.
Yeah.
It's like these dumb old TV tropes.
Yes. The
where it's
old
like
dumb TV tropes. Exactly.
I just don't appreciate it. But the thing about the Star Trek Academy that they are doing is like, even when they're doing that, it's also, they still have like a message. They still have a good story.
Well, who is holding that whole show together? Holly Hunter. Holly Hunter has found such an interesting character. First of all, just one of the great actresses. Love Holly Hunter.
Oh my
she
gosh.
can do comedy.
I love her in The Firm. She's so good in The Firm.
Raising
I'm going to watch The
Arizona.
Firm now.
Jesus. But she basically plays this.
I love him so much.
She's like a hippie. She's like this Star Trek hippie.
Well, she's like
400 years old.
Really old. She's been around.
Yeah.
And like some people like don't like her. They blame her for shit.
She doesn't wear shoes. Whenever she sits, she like puts her feet up on the furniture.
Yeah. No, I feel like
she's got such a vibe of like, fuck it. That's her vibe.
I think probably in 400 years, you've burned off a lot of things that don't matter.
Right.
And I mean,
nerd alert. This takes place after something called the Burn, which the entire Federation was destroyed. I like the idea that society fell apart and now we're trying to find a way to put society back together.
So this latest episode was about like this
Cisco.
Yeah, the Cisco, who is like their
from another
Jesus.
From another Star Trek show called Discovery.
Well, yeah, he's kind of like a Jesus character where all these people kind of worship him and like meditate to him and stuff. And it was interesting because the girl who was kind of like researching who the heck he was so she could take a class, because she's like a hologram and she's trying to convince the hologram people that
oh my God.
They that they can trust humans again because humans fucked them over a long time ago. They were describing her position and what she's responsible to do. And they were basically describing Jesus also.
Right. As an
emissary who comes to Earth. It's like, okay, God doesn't know what it's like to be human.
Right.
The holograms don't know what it's like to be human. And then the Cisco It was like a very religious undertone.
Very religious undertones. I love when the Bible calls Jesus our big brother. Absolutely. And Jesus was like, could be tough, but he was tough on the people we're supposed to be tough on. He was tough on the systems, man. Okay? Tough on religion, tough on politics, tough on assholes, tough on hypocrites.
Well, and like, okay, the system
he
is
wasn't
there.
tough on immigrants.
His parents were literally living somewhere else and had to return to where they were born in order to be part of a census, and that's where he was born.
So Sir Ian McKellen was on Stephen Colbert. And
Stephen Colbert's killing it. It's like his final months, and he's killing it.
I could just see that Stephen Colbert's like, okay, this is what I want. This is
like, fuck it. I'm doing it.
I don't care. Now, it's not like he's going like, you just flaming everything.
It's still him.
Not like he's
it's still
harder
the show.
No. Obviously, they set up to where Ian McKellen was going to do this monologue from Thomas More.
Mm-hmm.
That Shakespeare apparently wrote. And it was a monologue about, immigration.
Yeah.
400 years ago.
Right. No,
And-
it's great. You should definitely watch it.
Absolutely floored me. It was so, the way that Shakespeare can be conveyed,
Mm-hmm.
even the language is complex, sometimes you have to think of things, but there was this one moment when in Shakespeare's writing, he said, they will shark upon you.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, turning shark into a verb. Oh my God, that is brilliant.
Yeah.
As all of these like Epstein files and all of this stuff and, just pours out and just horror upon horror upon horror. I was thinking about like, why does this happen? Our core has to be our morality, our spirituality, our goodness, our kindness. Because if we do not have that, we will sell ourselves out. And if you'll sell yourself out, you'll sell everyone else out. Definition of evil in my mind is I have no concern for anyone else's feeling or the planet's existence. I don't care. That's the root of evil. So I become an agent of chaos. Everywhere I go, I can bring darkness and evil and horror because I feel like it.
All of these people basically need a network of other morally corrupt people that it's like they create a climate of acceptance of whatever they want to prioritize yourself over everything else. And I feel like that's kind of the state that we're in. I think religion and all of these like spirituality ideas are trying to get you to acknowledge something outside of your skin and bones. Like they're just trying to say, hey, there's a whole world out here that, maybe your thing is not the most important thing right now. This whole thing doesn't revolve around you.
We watched the Mel Brooks documentary, and he's all about making fun of things.
Oh, God. Blazing
Truth
Saddles.
to power. When you watch that Mel Brooks documentary, you get this guy.
It's a series. It's a docuseries.
Right, yeah, docuseries. Is fucking brilliant.
He's smart.
He was a political satirist, or he is a political satirist. What I really appreciated was there were things I didn't even know about it. I didn't know that he produced The Fly. I didn't know he produced The Elephant Man.
Me neither.
I didn't know he produced Francis.
I love in this latest episode they were talking about, his work with early Cronenberg and Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
And, that those films were kind of seminal in where they ended up.
He is a crazy judge of talent, too.
Yeah.
He
knows what good is.
The Gene Wilders, the Terry Gars, I mean, he, finds people. Like Bill Pullman had only done one little part in a movie,
mm-hmm.
and he cast him as the lead in Spaceballs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he gets it. There is a soul there. There is a core.
Oh, yeah.
Of kindness,
mm-hmm.
of empathy, of care. There's one more show that I think kind of ties into what we're talking about,
mm-hmm.
which is Drops of God.
Does anybody watch this show but us?
Okay, they
don't
had a
know.
second season, so yes, somebody is watching this show. It's on Apple. It's on Apple Plus.
Yeah, I love this show. The first season is about this girl, and she's like amazing at wine, but she's like kind of not doing that anymore.
Right. And her father was like the biggest.
He had a
sommelier in the world.
He had like a guide that he would do.
Yes.
You know, it's very like what's the guide, like European guide? What is that?
I don't know, babe.
Okay. Yeah. So the whole thing is that she finds out that he had an illegitimate child. It's her half brother, and there's a whole fight to see who is going to take over this guide.
Who is going to inherit his
be the successor?
The greatest wine collection.
His wine collection, everything. So the first season is awesome because it's about kind of getting to know these.
It's like a whodunit. It's like we have to find
it's a contest,
and
they taste the wine and they have to figure out what the wine is.
Right.
It's like they have to get the wine and the vineyard and the person who made it and the year even.
Right.
And like when she tastes wine, she can like go into it and see like all the flowers and the bees and everything.
And one of the things is that part's a little bit too Marvel for me, but
I like it.
Fine.
It's a little extra.
Yeah.
But this season, I was like, how the hell are they going to have another season? Because like they already did the thing.
Yeah, basically in the end they were like, okay, we're going to split
They tied.
it. Yeah, we're going to split
They basically tied. They didn't want to know who won. So they were like, we'll just split it because they got to know each other and they were okay with being brother sister.
Right.
But now they're pissed at each other. But there's another thing their fathers, it's, you know what? Their dad in that show reminds me of Dumbledore.
Oh, okay.
Where it's like Dumbledore could have just told Harry the situation and saved him years of bullshit,
of misery and horror. Yeah,
because we find out in the end Dumbledore knew the whole shit the whole time.
Yeah. Dumbledore knows everything.
He's just like basically tortured this child.
Well, this was a journey Harry had to go on.
You could have infinite amounts of series of this because they can just unearth a new letter their dad wrote to solve a new mystery. Oh, here's a bottle of wine. Now solve that mystery.
I feel like the show really focuses on sort of the wine is really a representation of
a moment in time.
A moment in time and the natural world and an appreciation of, all things organic. And it's beautiful, and that's why it's called Drops of God. And it's a beautiful series.
It's very cool.
And it's French and Japanese and English.
Yeah.
Which is also interesting.
If you haven't seen Drops of God, you need to check it out. It's a great show. I love going to the vegetable market. It's so inspiring. And I was just like walking around and I was in the aisle that's like stacked as high as you of apples. It's like stacks and stacks and stacks of apples. And I love going in that aisle because it smells so good. Mm-hmm. It's just like, it's like the best apple candle ever.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know why. I was just like touching all the apples.
Just touching the apples.
I was like an old lady just like touching all the apples. But like, I was like, it's just like, I realized like, oh my God, every single one of these apples is all of the sunshine of that day.
Right.
Like we're basically, always eating sunshine. I mean, that's what food is, energy. It's heat energy.
Yeah.
And I was like really being specific about picking out really beautiful apples that I was excited about eating their sunshine. The CIA is so fun.
It is.
It's great food, right?
It is. It is great food.
But also...
But the value of this particular one was great.
It was
a lunch. It was a lunch.
For $30 a piece. So you get 3 courses.
$30 for 3 courses.
Okay. And one of the appetizers was a whole freaking medium-sized pizza.
Truffle pizza.
I was like,
are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, it was so much food. It really was.
So
but we had like bucatini pasta. I had that one, and you had
so delicious.
The fluke. But the thing I love about it is like whenever you actually engage with the students who are working there.
Yes.
Because like that's a whole class for like a whole semester they work there.
Yeah.
And like they're waiters or they're working in the kitchen or
it would be like
whatever.
It would be like going to NYU and talking about movies. It's like the reason that they are there. This is them in their dream. They are living their dream right now. You get to step into their dream
Yeah.
and taste it.
And like, I always have so many questions. And I was talking to the guy and he was like, I don't know. I don't know. And he's so curious and excited. And I was telling him like, he was saying, oh, have you ever made pasta at home? I'm like, yeah, I have. And I heard this guy on Reddit of all things. And he was like, I know why your pasta's failing because you're not doing this. And he was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. And like the kind of like wonder and curiosity
Well,
that exists in them is
I
so
had made
fun.
a suggestion to you that there could be egg roll pizzas.
Well, it's like a stuffed crust, but
Around-
it's stuffed with an egg roll.
With an egg roll filling.
So I told you that's the dumbest thing I've ever
Oh.
heard.
Our
You told that
waiter
guy?
fucking
He
fell
loved it.
all over himself.
I would not be surprised if in several years after he graduates, there will be
That's right.
a pizza joint opened by him because he seemed to like kind of that kind of food.
Right.
The more like fast foody.
He said, now you're talking my language. That's what he said.
It's like, oh, we're sitting here eating like,
I mean, that was like getting to suggest to Willy Wonka a new flavor of Gobstopper.
Yeah.
Okay.
He loved it.
He was super stoked.
And I have never in my life, like the level of service is so old school.
it's
You feel like you're on the
crazy.
Titanic. Like
Oh my
you have
God.
your own waiter standing there, like
yeah. The
waiting
whole
to do
time,
everything. For
Just
you.
ready the second your water is done.
I
Oh.
asked, could you tell me where the bathroom is? And he said, I'll take you there. And I was like, I've never been escorted to a bathroom in my life. Like, oh my God. And I said, are you going to come in with me?
No, that kind of reminds me of that scene in As Good as It Gets when she's walking around with and
Her glass of wine.
and the waiter has her drink, and then she starts turning to see if he'll turn too. Unlike
the Whopper bait and switch.
motherfucking Burger King.
There's a sign on the side of the building that says
Whopper Wednesday,
$3.99.
$3.99 Whopper.
It's
Whopper
like,
Wednesday.
okay, let's
I'm like,
do the little
That's
deal.
Okay, $3.99 Whopper. I mean, it's a Whopper. It's not even a junior Whopper.
No, it's a Whopper.
I mean, I'm just used to junior Whoppers now.
I don't know. I can't afford those. Larger.
Yeah, the motherfucking
you
big
can
Whoppers.
You can literally spend $30 at Burger King, and
easily.
I'm against that completely.
Oh, absolutely.
Go to a diner.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Get a cup of soup. Get
That's
a
crazy.
sandwich.
Yeah, that's crazy to spend $11 or $12 on a sandwich. So I'm going to get the Whopper Wednesday.
Yeah.
And a small drink and a large fry.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what we're going to split.
And it was like $15.
It was like $15. Like, oh, wait a minute. Wait. It was actually 13. I was like, okay, wait. You know what you did? You just gave me the combo.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. Okay.
Yeah.
So just go ahead and just break them up.
Yeah.
Because that should be closer to like 9 or 10 or something. Would be my guess.
Right.
You did it again. Exactly the same price.
Yeah. Because this is a scam they're running.
Mm-hmm.
Whopper Wednesday for $3.99.
For $3.99.
I added up exactly what we had.
Absolutely.
And did you know the value meal was 12 cents more expensive than ordering them a la carte?
Look out.
Millions of dollars compounding.
Right.
Okay.
There is no Whopper
Wednesday.
It's Whopper Tuesday. Whopper Monday.
Whopper Monday through Sunday.
It's
what
Whopper,
it is?
all the same.
It's an alliteration.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
I get that.
Maybe me and chat will come up with a very strongly worded letter to send to corporate Whopper land.
You go do that, Tracy.
Well, sometimes it makes me feel better just to complain about something so fascist.
Okay. That took a turn.
It's hard not to get romantic about movies. Follow, like, and be part of the conversation. Tune in next week for more Married to Movies with Jon and Tracy.